Are we using any props?
Oh, yeah, get yourself a set of weights and uh I think we're going to use a block. I just have to remember how we're doing it. Yeah. So grab a block if you have one and a set of weights. I think I'm just going to be using the ball, which is this 8 pound weighted ball. You could use two light weights or something, anything. A jug of water, a can. Um, all right, let me finish setting this up. All right, let's start. Uh, Here we go. Okay, let's start breathing because we weren't breathing before. Inhale, open, stretch out and up. Really reach up as if you are reaching up for the first time and just feeling the space above you. And then exhale, bend your knees. And again, inhale, lift and open, reach, stretch a little longer, like you're climbing up to the sky. And then exhale, let the arms come down really soft and gentle, really gentle landing down. Inhale, energetic reach up. Reach for the stars, reach for the skies, reach for the gods. What is it? Scrabbling, what cats do. And open out, soften down. And then we're going to go inhale up without looking. See if you can touch your fingers together. So you could even close your eyes for this and then come down. See if you can touch your fingers together. Reach it up, try and touch your fingers. So my fingers are spread out and I'm trying to touch them all together. Okay. Reach it up. This is proprioception. How is your proprioception? And it might be that, oh, they came way far apart, but this is something we can learn and we don't need to think about learning it. We just do it and our body starts to spatially adjust. So coming down, try it with your eyes closed, touching on the top, touching on the bottom, and then just your index finger up, touch it on the top, touch it on the bottom, middle finger, touch it on the top, touch it on the bottom, ring finger, touch it on the top, touch it. And I'm doing this with my eyes closed. Pinky. Ooh, that's a hard one. That's a small little finger. Touch it on the top, touch it on the bottom. Shake it out, let it go. Like so that is proprioception, feeling where something is, knowing where something is in space. It's also kinesthetic awareness, awareness of your kinetics and kinesphere, the space around you, moving in the space around you. And you may go, oh my God, that was so ridiculous. How I totally missed. But don't worry, because you can, if you just do that every day, or like even, a few times a day, you will quickly develop that skill. And I feel like it's really important as we stop using our hands as much to do things that we still have dexterity, manual dexterity. So let's open our feet wide, arch, and then exhale, hollow and curl. See if you can bring your fingers together out in front of you. Inhale, arch, spiral, open. Exhale, hollow and curl. Drop your head. See if you can touch your fingers together. Inhale, open. Exhale, just the fingers. Inhale, open. Exhale, fingertips touching lightly. Inhale, open. Exhale, find your fingers. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale. Let's do just a little quick balance thing. So you're just going to close your eyes, stand on one leg. You can take your arms out if that's helpful. Woo! It's a lot harder with your eyes closed. You may need them open. It might just be I stand on my leg with my eyes open. But if you've got that, then try closing your eyes. Switch it back and forth a few times. Again, we're building our kinesthetic awareness and our proprioception, feeling into our own balance. It's really worth working on balance. Woo! And if you have to put touch down, touch down. You need to open your eyes, open your eyes. Yeah. And let's circle our shoulders, big circles, rib cage, lungs, heart, mobilizing inside of our body. Yeah, exercise isn't just about like muscle fitness or bone density. It's also about neurological connections, right? We're making these neuro connections in movement. change direction up and over, which is one reason why you don't want to do the same thing all the time, right? We need to challenge ourselves doing things like playing sports, like racket sports, where you have to respond to where the ball is coming, partner dance, where you don't know what's going to happen or the space around you, things where you have to negotiate the unknown are really, really helpful. So if we always just do exercises that I know these exercises, we're not challenging ourselves in that way. That's why we want to do things in diverse environments, diverse relationships to space, all that kind of stuff. All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Little shaky bounce. Shake, shake, shake. If it feels okay to jump, jump. Right, jumping, one of the best things you can do for your bone density. But not if you're doing it like really. Find the spring in your joints, right? And if we don't do it, we lose that spring. So think of just inviting that in. Springiness and resilience. Let's do the lymph flush. Rubbing your hands together. We're just going to go through it fast. Right hand, left collarbone. Feel into your own body. Do not hurt yourself here. Be kind and gentle. Develop a relationship with your own touch, that you are not going to injure yourself, right? So this is working that upper area, taking it up to the angle of the jaw. We should be able to touch our own bodies with some intelligence. So and it's not like, well, how do I do it? It's like you feel into it. You go, oh, is that too much? Maybe that hurts a little. Maybe I should go a little softer. And then the more we do it, the more we train the tissue to receive the touch. Same thing with the other side. Oh, relax your neck, jaw, and tongue. Ha, ha. Make some faces. Squish up and open your face. What do they call it? Pumpkin. Lemon. Big, expansive pumpkin face. Squishy lemon tight face. And then take it up to the angle of the jaw. Same thing. Right. We want to free up some patterning in our body. What is freedom in your body? It's not holding a whole lot of tension. That's what it is. It's access to flow, feeling okay. All right, let's take it down. Let's do these K27 points. Here's the edges of my clavicle. I just travel down. There's a little natural indentation there. You probably have one too. Digging in my fingers gently. It feels good. It shouldn't, we're not trying to hurt ourselves here. And it's probably that there's one direction that it feels right. I can go both directions. I can also like do both hands, go both directions. Probably good to change hands, but it might be that there's one way that feels the best. And that's what you're going to go, oh, that's the one that feels good. But you want to give it a little variety pack of other things. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Right hand to left armpit pec. So I am doing my right hand. You're not mirroring me. You're using your right hand. Usually when I say right and left, I usually do it so you can mirror me. But with this, because I'm working my own body, I don't want to do the wrong one. And there's a reason we do our right hand to our left side first. And that is because there's more lymphatic drainage on the left side. There's like 3/4 of it is happening on the left. 1/4 plus this cisterna chyli is happening on the right. Change it to the other side. And I'm kind of like sandwiching my pec into my armpit. Again, I'm not jamming it in there. I have a relationship with my own touch so that I can go, oh yeah, that's too much. That's not enough. Go deeper. And I'm a pretty rough and tumble person. Like I like some intensity, but not so much that it hurts, right? We don't want to create tension. All right, we're coming in. Cisterna chyli, belly button, bottom of my ribs, xiphoid process. It's right in the middle. And I'm just going to dig in and up. Squeaky deaky. Cats are funny. They really, if there's a place that they can walk under, they have to do it, right? Why did the cat go through your legs? Because they had to. All right, we're going to let that go for a second. We're going to do some deep diaphragmatic breathing. So I'm going to turn original sound on for a second so that you can actually hear. It's going to be a big sniff through my nose and a big hard exhale. And that is going to work my, so in, deep diaphragmatic breathing, you're huffing and pushing it all out. Okay. You could do that a bunch. That's going to help clear up stuff. Diaphragmatic breathing, help move the lymphatic fluid. Next place, we are going to our inguinal fold right in there. Angle. If you squish in, if you do the, what is it? Uh, Gangnam style? Isn't, no, it's the fox. I don't know. Whatever. There's like a dance where you do that, which is indicating your genitalia. That's Gangnam style. I feel like this is the fox thing. Anyway, in like the movement world, we could call this the grotesque plane. Like if you're putting your hands around your crotch, everyone's kind of like, depending on your culture. Taking your hands behind your knees, circles. But I'm going to talk about that for a second because I think it's really interesting. So if I'm gesturing here up and out, vision, the visionary plane, right? Ah, this is like I see this. Let me share it with you. Let me share my inspirations. Then here, right in the middle, opening out through the horizontal, the truth plane. I'm telling you the truth. This is how it is. I'm sharing my information. Down here, ooh, ha ha ha. Look what I got, right? This is a little bit different indication of genitalia region. So just those three areas, just thinking about like if you see gestures in those three places, what did it, I mean? It could be like, come on. There's something more flirty about that. Anyway, let's move that grotesque plane around, circling your pelvis and change direction. Feeling the relationship of your cranium, your ribs, and your pelvis as you make this circle. So these,
are you guys hearing me? My earbuds are just going.
oh, maybe they weren't even on before. Who knows? Randomness. Can you hear me? Okay. Let's open up. That's not distracting. Let's open up to a big X, elbow to knee, and open. Big shift of weight, cross body movement. And take it to the back. Same thing. Hand touching your foot. So before it was elbow to knee touching in the front. Now it's hand touching foot. We could say elbow to knee in the front. Let's come back to that. Is mid-limb connection, middle of our arm and middle of our leg, making this connection. In the back, distal connection, hand to foot. All right, we're going to take it back to the front. We're going to go hand to foot in front. So instead of, see if you can reach out, touch your foot. And remember, we are getting some exercise. If you start to breathe heavier, take in the air. Last one. Good. Shake it all out. And let's take it down to the floor. If you have a set of weights or a single weight that you can use, grab it. And also a block, as I was saying before. My block, absolutely mangled by the cat. And there's only one cat that likes to eat this block. It's, of course, the little white one. Not little, the big white one, Squeaky Deaky. All right, so let's come down. Oh, that's fine. And sit on our butts. And let's just roll across hips to start out. So rolling across one butt cheek and then the other. Yeah, I did drink coffee this morning. You can probably tell. Um, yeah, I've started to like do either half calf or just drink decaf. And like I have drastically reduced my caffeine intake. I've also drastically reduced my alcohol intake. It's not that I drank a lot before, but I drank kind of more regularly, and now it's like way, way, way less regularly. Big circle with your arm, take it down to the floor, surrender, paint the rainbow on top, really reach out and up, and then take it down. This is our musical theater number. Oh, and then we're surrendering down, having our Narcissus moment, looking at ourselves in the waters. All right, let's take it onto our butts, cross-legged position. Yeah, like I tend to have a lot of energy anyway, but I do see like when I have drank coffee for breakfast or when I like and when I haven't, there's definitely a difference in like how bright I am. Take it to one side and take it to the other. The up regulation versus the down regulation. There's Lord Gaylord. Gaylord, come here. Hi. And then we're going to circle the whole way around. Take it to the side, circle around to the other side. Inhale up, sideways and forwards. He's just trying to find the sun spot to lie down in, which he has found. And let's come up, change legs, non-dominant leg comes in front. We're going to change the exercise too. Instead of circling around with the arms, we're just going to circle the rib cage around. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed but mobile. So they're not all hunched up, but they're not all pushed down. They're just moving as they need to. Circling one way and then circling the other way. Great way to relieve gas. I'm talking, well, it could come up out. It could be a burp. It might be coming out the other end. I am not sure. But for me, it's like, oh, burping. Let's come in. So that's moving your diaphragm over your torso. Let's just do that. So I'm going to show you, I guess I can take this off. It's pretty warm in here. You're going to take your hands on your rib cage. Like, so I can dig in. Those are the edges of my ribs right there. And I'm just going to circle really right around there. So it's like my upper body, not my biggest circles, but my rib cage, lungs, and heart on top of my diaphragm are getting this little circle. Change direction, other way. Doesn't have to be huge. So we want to work in a range of motion that feels okay. But if you haven't done that kind of movement, you don't want to be forcing it into huge movement. You want to start small and develop the fluidity inside your tissue so that it isn't like a seismic shift. It's more like a gentle shift. All right, let's come on to our backs. Grab your weight. I'm just going to use this ball. Knees together, pigeon-toed, knock-kneed, taking your arms, circling around. You could also do this with no weight. Although it's really nice to have a weight and to also like if you are exercising and moving enough, developing strength, then you want to see if you can sometimes use a heavier weight, right? Not just always, oh, I can only use a 2-pound weight or 4-pound weight. Change direction. And while I don't generally endorse anything, I did get this 8-pound ball for $6 at Five Below. But they have them at different places. Like if you need this kind of equipment, look at places like, and you don't have a lot of money to pay for it, look at places like Marshall's or Target or I don't know, places where you might get something more discounted. But at the same time, it could just be a rock that you got out of your backyard. It doesn't have to be this, right? But the rocks that I have some big rocks in here that are like this, but they're weighing down the plant holders, which you guys can't see. Coming up, maybe you can see one of them. Knees together, arms over your head. I'm coming up about a quarter of the, or halfway. Inhale, open, exhale. Fill up your lungs. We're going to twist it. I'm going to stay low for the first few of these. I'm just going to twist. I'm crossing my leg over and my arms to the side. So spiraling across. My arms are a little more bent for this. If you have a heavy weight, you could get rid of your weight. And I can also come up higher and get, I dropped my ball, get a bigger twist. Use your breath. Inhale, open, exhale, spiral. Inhale, open, exhale, spiral. Deep breath, twist, inhale, exhale. Fill up your lungs. Twist, one more time each side. Good, and relax. Get rid of your weight. And let's take, opening your arms out to the side. With your arms out to the side, just rotate, spiral down, and then rotate the other direction. Spiraling, kind of pushing into the floor with your hands. And then turn your head from side to side. Relax your neck, relax your chest. And let's warm up our hamstrings. So before you ever really stretch, you want to make sure that there's blood moving through those muscles more. So these kind of lifts where we're opening the front of the body, we're activating the hamstrings, so important, especially with all the sitting that we do these days. Circle your pelvis around. Again, there's that free relationship between your diaphragm, your lungs, heart, and your organs underneath that. Change direction, supporting your organs by moving them a little so they get to squish around. And then come in and take it down. Like humans used to move a lot, right? I mean, not so long ago, we really moved everywhere and we had to do it with our own legs, and we didn't have cars and we didn't have all of these different devices that we're doing everything with. Like we had to use our bodies to live our life. And now there's very little we actually have to do. So we want to make sure we're bringing movement back in. All right, let's do a big spiral. You can reach your leg across, or if you want to be more gentle, just side, massaging through your hips and lower back. I need to go deeper here, so I'm just taking it all the way, spiraling across. Ah. And then coming in, and let's go hands behind our head, one leg in, one leg out. Cross body work, going 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of slow, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax, drop it down. Turn your head from side to side, free up your spine, wiggle, shake, let go of tension. If we want to feel our body and feel what's going on in there, we kind of have to let go of the imposition of stillness and tension that we tend to put on it. Right? I was going to say, I have been saying lately, people sometimes ask, what am I working? I don't feel anything. And it's like, exactly, you don't feel your body. So we want to start to feel what we're working. What does it feel like? And if we don't go in there with our awareness, if we tune out every time we're working out, you're still staying in that armored pattern. And we can't really know what we feel if we're armoring everything. And if we don't really know what we feel, it's hard to really make good choices in life. Let's cross over. I don't know. I don't know what I feel. Open it up. Exhale. Take some time. Feel into the movement. Feel into both the contraction here and then the extension away from center. Hand and foot reaching away. We're drawing elbow to knee in, reaching hand and foot away. And the other diagonal is extending out as one diagonal comes in, right? Again, we have this contralateral pattern. Cross body movement, great for our nervous system. Great for our tissue. Great for our fascia. Good, and relax. Take a heel rock here in that wide position. See if you can free up your pelvis, head, tail.
And one of them.
And let's open it up and we're going to come up long straight leg. A little interference from the peanut gallery. We can feel into this core distal relationship, center to edge. So we have this like proprioception, right? Could I do this with my eyes closed? Can I find my foot and my hands without looking at it? But we also have interoception, right? So when we don't feel anything, it's like we've shut down our feeling of our body. We don't have access to that interoception. What is going on inside? And yeah, let's grab our block. There's exteroception. What's going on outside? What is in my awareness? Let's take our block, stick it under one foot. Feet are going to be parallel, not too far apart. You're going to inhale, press up, and exhale, come down. So again, hamstring work. We're pushing with our back. We're unfolding the hips and then folding. Trying to bring both hips up fairly evenly and lower down. So just one foot is on the block, the other foot is on the floor, up and down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're just going to keep switching it. So block goes to the other foot. Stick the block under the other foot. Same thing. Inhale up, exhale down. Use your breath. Push the floor away. Back body working. You can breathe either direction. I'm just breathing and keeping going. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. All right, we're going to switch it back. Back to the first side. We're going to press up. Pelvis is lifted. You're going to pulse. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel your back body. Feel your front body. Feel your whole body. Stay present in sensation. Don't tune out. I stopped counting. Let's change it to the other side. Guessing it was around 10 to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as I lectured you on staying present, but it's hard to count and lecture at the same time, but I think we're getting there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Shift it back to the first side. This may be enough for you. Let's just take a wiggle, free up your spine, free up your head, tail, relax your butt, relax your hips. Just let it go for a second. Then we're going to go back up. You're going to take the foot that's on the floor up to the ceiling, pointed toes, outward circles, pushing the floor away. Hands can be down by your sides if that feels good to you. And then flex your foot and change direction. This is a very hamstring and butt and back body session. And take it down. Just give it a shake. Let it go. Hit the back of your hamstrings. Let that tissue free up and bring in sensation. Change it to the other side. Pressing up. Foot on the floor goes to the ceiling. Pointed toes, outward circles. Try to keep your pelvis high. So it's right there between your knees and your shoulders, or your knee and your shoulders. And then flex and change direction. Good. And release, fold it down. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. We're going to go back to the first side. Last thing in this whole series, press it up. Leg goes up to the ceiling, pointed toes, poking a hole through the ceiling, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold it in, take it down, shift it to the other side. Press it up. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it down. Take the block out. Arms and legs shake out, shake out, shake out. Spine freeze up. Have a little tantrum on the floor. And then happy baby pose. Coming in, grabbing your feet, bend your knees, wiggle around, re-up your body. I took a class yesterday and it started out with some like active stretching, like active hamstring stretch, but we hadn't really warmed up our hamstrings first. So like, I have to say this, warm up those fuckers before you do any stretching. Cause like people, if you stretch when you're not warm, it's like, it's much more likely that you're going to get injured, but you're also not building the strength. You want to balance strength and flexibility. But now we're going to stretch. We did warm them up. So you're going to take one leg in. You're going to reach it up. It could be here. It could be wherever you want it to be, wherever feels okay. If you can't straighten it all the way, that's fine. Just get into wherever you can be. I'm hypermobile. My hamstrings are super open. So, and I'm a dancer. I've been doing this my whole life. So let's flex the knee and ankle and then extend and point, reach it out. You can leave this leg bent or not, really up to you. Flex it in, lengthen and stretch. 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 Flex and reach. And one more. Flex and reach. And then we're going to cross it over and then open it towards our shoulder. Again, you could be bent here and you're going to let your hip lift off the floor, really cross and roll it kind of open. So we're not stabilizing that much. We're mobilizing, getting that leg also to move in the socket. So I'm crossing my midline and then I start to roll. Then I open it up. I open over to the side. Crossing and opening. Crossing and opening and crossing. And last one. Opening it up, fold it in, take it over to the other side, turn your head away from your leg. Breathe into it. And bring it in, both feet on the floor, pick up your pelvis, shake your butt, let it go. Let your spine realign itself, drop it down. Same thing on the other side. So starting, draw it in towards you, reach it out and up. Bottom knee either bent or straightened, whatever works for you. Flex it in, extend and point. Flex it in, bottom leg straight if you're very open. If you're struggling with hamstring flexibility, then leave that bottom leg bent. Reach it out, flex it in, reach and open. Flex it in, reach and open. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And it might be here. You might be working with this. That's totally fine. Work where you are. Where you are is where you are. And it's fine. Then we're going to change it, opening out to the side, and then crossing midline. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. And exhale, cross. Yeah. And if like, bend your knee, take it across, big spiral. If like I often do start the class with forward folds, but I'm asking you to bend your knees. So you're not going for the big hamstring stretch. You're just freeing up your spine. But if you're really tight, that might be too much for you, right? So listen to your own body, learn to adjust, pick it up, shake it out. If you're hearing information from your body, listen to it, roll it back and forth. Now, if that information is, I want a Dorito, that might not be the information you want to be listening to. That might not be the wisdom you're hearing. But if it's like, oh, it would really feel good if I twisted now, that's what you want to listen to, and then just do it, right? Especially if this is an online class. You can do whatever the hell you want in your own house. If you want to try taking this up to standing, give that a shot. Good. And then let's flip it around and come onto all fours. Let's do a really quick check in here. See if anything exciting is going on out there in the wonders of TV land. Okay, let's take it to hands and knees. And let's do just a regular cat-cow, but with toes curled under and pulling on the arch, bending your elbows slightly, drawing your scapula down so you're engaging your lats. You're pulling with your hands. Then you're going to push, scoop your belly in, drop your head and tail. Toes curl under, arch, pull, and then push and round. Pulling. This is a push-pull pattern. It's also an upper versus lower pattern. And if you want to make this more exciting, you probably will have less movement, but you can try doing it with your knees off the floor. You won't be able to pull as much. Good, and relax. Let's do a backstroke. So bring one hand so it's lined up with your midline. Swimming back. 3 times. And then forward. Then we're going to change it. You're just going to turn sideways and the same thing. Big circles. Let your lungs open up a bit more here. And change direction. I'm kind of following my hand with my eyes, looking towards my hand. Really opening up that side body. Now, I'm going to do one more thing here. You're going to lift and come up, side stretch, open it out, take it down, lift up, side stretch, and open, take it down. So we're going from the stretch into activating, right? Stretching, opening up, taking it down. Good, and last one. And I'm just turning around so it'll be on the other side. Taking it down to all fours. My other hand comes into the middle, backstroke. Make sure you're doing your other arm. And change direction. Good, and then sideways. Following your hand with your eyes. And change direction. So this is really changing your relationship to gravity, right? Like as soon as we come into this, it's like, oh, this stretch feels very different than when I'm sitting on my butt doing a side stretch. All right, then we're coming up. So I reach to the ceiling, I lift myself up, I take it to a side stretch, open it up, back down to the floor. I think some of the things I'm doing in this class are a little more advanced. So if you're out there in TV land and you're feeling like, oh no, then come back to this again in a month after you've been doing other classes and see how it feels, right? Good. Coming in. We got to do I want to do some arms, I want to do some back, and maybe some legs. Basically everything, right? We did some abs, we did some cross body stuff. Let's come into this is going to be abs actually, and arms. Let's come into a forearm plank. One knee to the floor at a time, going 1, 2, 3, 4, parallel, 5, 6, 7, 8, crossing under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take your pelvis down, look up, and then drop your head, reach your butt to the ceiling. Pelvis comes down, look up, drop your head, push it up. Pelvis down, look up, drop your head, push, pelvis down, look up, drop your head, push, last one, and tops of the feet to the floor, relax all the way down, shake it out, free it up, free the pattern in your body, and then curl your toes under, push up and down. Breathe. And then you're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna circle around. Let this massage out your quads. Release your lower back a little bit. Change direction. And then come in, tops of the feet to the floor, hands by your sides. You're gonna take your ear towards your shoulder, arch up, ear to the other shoulder, bangs to the floor. Circling around. Doesn't have to be your biggest circle. This could be small. Last one. And change direction. Last one. And let's arch all the way up. Take it into a child's pose, breathe and melt. So that's like we're working our body in this really, we're not just doing kind of linear movement. We're doing more three-dimensional movement with that circling, which is going to give our discs and our spine a chance to readjust a little bit more because we're demanding more, right? We're giving it more mobility. Take it down and soften and melt. Breathe into your belly. Breathe deep down so that your lungs are pressing down into your gut body, into your belly, into your intestines, into your reproductive organs. Big, expansive breathings, like you're breathing, like you're a bubble. And then let's take it forward onto our elbows and knees. One leg up. We're going to lift it up and down, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming up to hands and knees. We're going to go with one leg in the same. It's not going to go as high now that you're up on your hands because your chest isn't low. So pretend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do one more. You're going to do like a cat cow, nose to knee, and then, but don't hit yourself in the face. Could happen. And then toes to head. So you're coming in, rounding your spine, and then arching. Exhale, inhale. I'm bending my elbows slightly on the arch. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. I have to say, we are doing a lot of butt and hamstrings today. Like this is a very butt hamstringy mat. Other side. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's come onto our butt again. Same thing we did at the beginning of class, but now we've used those muscles a little bit. Roll across. Let the weight of your body and the floor massage out your glutes and rotators. And then we're going to take it to one side and stay there. And you're just going to take it so that you're getting shear on those muscles. So you're kind of push-pulling, massaging around. Change it to the other side, same thing. So butt's kind of sticking on the ground and you're massaging. Good. And then let's do one ankle over knee here. Take it forward and down. Breathe into it. So hamstring on the bottom leg, hip on this side. If you're super open in your hips, it might be different. And switch it to the other side. And I'm flexing my bottom foot just to get more into my hamstring. Although it's really hip for me. Good. And then release that. Come up. Give them a bang. Let your calves release. Rotate in and out. Really loose and easy. Important, especially if we're working muscles and engaging and like building tension and then releasing. We also want to make sure that when we release, we really release. So we're not holding all this extra tension in our bodies. We shouldn't be walking around like Kurt's acting style, maximum tension all the time. We want to have like easy, lots of spaciousness, not this tight, constipated, like tension going on all the time. But I must tell you. All right, let's take it down. Let's come onto let's do this. We haven't done this in a long time. You're going to take, my foot is touching my knee. I'm bent there. Bottom hand grabs onto my lap. Top hand onto the floor. Shoulder to the floor. This is our tricep. Going 1, 2. We're going to go for 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it around to the other side. Lat, bottom hand grabs your lat, hand on the floor, shoulder to the floor behind your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Release that. I really want to do, my body is saying, you got to do some bot moss to the side, but we're going to do big ones. So my underwear keep falling down inside of my leggings. I don't know. They're pulling them down. Let's go to the side. Everyone needs to know that. I like to share the information. Let's go up and down. Going 1. So my knee is going towards my shoulder. 2, 3. I'm going to go with a point foot for 5. 4. No, I'll go for 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 with a flexed foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Take your legs down. Both legs come off the floor. Internally rotate, externally rotate. Internally rotate, externally rotate. Internal, external, internal, external. That's it. Roll it around to the other side. If the hard part of the class is the transition between one move and another, then the exercise is doing you no benefit, right? We want to be able to move more easily because we're doing this class. So if it's like, oh, this is so hard to get from here to there, then I need to give you more mobility work. Onto your side, kicking up, pointed toes for 8, going 1. Knee towards your shoulder, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Pick up your legs, rotate in, rotate out. rotate in, rotate out, rotate in, rotate out, rotate in, rotate out, and release. Come onto your back, feet wide, wider than your sticky mat or wider than your shoulders. Internally rotate one leg at a time. Spiral in, getting that tissue, greater trochanter, piriformis, glutes, to have some different movement where we're internally rotating and spiraling. Breathe. And if you want to hook your heel, go for it. Take it to the other side. Release. We're going to do a couple more arm things. Let me just take a quick look at time. So yeah, we're going for, I think, a full hour today. So we're going to do 2 more arm things and then we'll be done. After that, we'll stand up and whatever, breathe. One is downward dog. You can take yourself forward so that your weight is over your hands. If you need to bend your knees here, do it. Hands are going to be like this shape, like you're creating a diamond. The wider, the easier it is, the tighter, the harder it is. And we're going to take our head to the floor in between our hands or towards it. I'm actually not going all the way down. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Come down. Interlace your hands behind your back. You can point your finger down towards the floor. Open your chest. Look up if that feels good. And then lift your hands. Breathe. And then drop your chin into your chest. Let your shoulders rotate forward. Curl. And then arch. Push down and back. Up with your chest. One more time. Curl and round. Push. Chest lifting to the ceiling. Arms pushing back. And release. Shake it out. All right, that was it for that. Let's come up onto our legs. Open your feet wide, shift from side to side, bend one knee, bend the other. We're going to add just one more leg thing if you're diehard, because this is a harder class. What we're going to do is you're just going to go down to one side, flex your foot, come through center, other side, flex your foot, come through center, down, and flex. Use the floor if you need to. I'm just like, oh, I got to build more strength because I'm not taking ballet or teaching ballet a whole lot. My legs have gotten weaker. So I'm like, oh, I got to build that strength up. All right, that's enough of those. Bring it into center, free up your spine, shift from side to side. I couldn't do those at all 6 months ago with that knee injury. So now I'm just like trying to build strength again in my legs. Coming in, roll it up. And inhale, open. Exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Inhale. Fill up your lungs, open your heart. Exhale, shake, shake, shake. Relax your face. Relax your neck and tongue. Inhale. Up and exhale. Let it go. TV Land people, like, subscribe, buy me a coffee. There's a link somewhere for that. Or you could be a Patreon person, or you can Venmo me. Any other things. If you're getting something out of this, it would be great